Hey everybody, Courtney Smith here, and I decided to construct a worst of the worst list, and I thought I'd let you watch me do it. So I'm in FinViz, Finviz. I am a paid member, so that's why it says elite next to my name. See, I can pay and be elite. And it's a screener, so the homepage looks like this, and I'm over here in the screener. So let's go through some of the criteria that we might look for in a worst of the worst category. So let's take a look. We want lots of volume. So I'm going to say over 2 million. Now watch this number right here. There's just over 7,500 stocks. So as we add criteria, that's going to drop down. And what I'm hoping for is a list of under 20 stocks. Okay, that's what I'm hoping for. Let's see how we go. So average volume, we go from 7,500 to 1,063. So that knocked out a lot. Sector, we could say we want technology, because that's what's been the rally on the upside. So this would now be worst of the worst technology stocks. So now we're down to 112. Okay, we want it to be optionable, and we want it to be shortable. So now we're down to exactly 100 stocks. Okay, so that was descriptive. Now we'll go over to fundamental. And I'm going to basically take the best of the best criteria and flip it on its head. EPS growth the next 5 years, negative. Okay, well, now we're down to 7 stocks. That might be too harsh. Return on investment, negative. Well, we're down to, this is very interesting. It's 2 solar companies. All right, so we're down to just 4. That's not enough. I want more than that. But let's keep going here. PEG higher than 2. Okay, now we don't have any. So EPS growth, we're going to say positive, but low. Okay, so it looks like the ROI is the real problem. So let's just say under 5%. Does that get any back? No. Okay, so I'm going to have to change this one to any. All right, so we're back out to 16. We got the PEG ratio in there. EPS growth over the quarter, no. EPS growth, I'm going to say negative. No, see, that's too harsh as well. Under 5%. No, we'll have to say any. So we're always trying to get a certain number, but not too many, not too few. What about technical? We could say in the last week, down. All right, that only took a few out, but now we have stocks that have clearly been hit by this movement in the market that we've just actually had recently. Pattern. Well, I don't know how much I really believe them, but we might look at that later. Okay, actually, let's just see if we can do, one of the best patterns is a head and shoulders. So head and shoulders. Okay, that didn't work. Double top. Nope, that pattern isn't good. Channel down. Wow, okay. I'll say descending triangle. No, wow. So none of these stocks that are down are really seeing any pattern. Okay, so now we've got 14 stocks here. Now what we can do is we can now highlight where I can put my cursor over the ticker symbol and a little chart pops out. So I look at that and I say weak, but it's in the context of what was a bear move. CN, oh my God, that just fell off the edge of the table. Cisco, pretty bearish. CTSH, broke down on a sideways pattern. Dell, filled the gap. Corning, breaking to new lows. IBM, breaking to new lows. Infi, not really doing too much of anything. That's actually a pretty hard breakdown. So a lot of them had this stable pattern pretty much and have just broken lows. Okay, now the interesting thing to me is that, and what I'm going to now do is I am going to, if I can figure out how to do it. Now, one of the cool things is we could export it. I could run it through Stock Butler, these sorts of things. I can also auto refresh every 10 seconds. I don't think I really need to do that. Save as a portfolio. Now, I already have a, this creates a portfolio. I don't really want a portfolio. All right, hang on. Order, ticker, my presets. Okay, well, there is a way to save this as a portfolio. Well, I don't really use this feature much. Create a new portfolio. There we go, worst of the worst. Okay, so we're going to call this one worst of the worst now. But it just added it to the old one, so that's not really what I want. Okay, well, we'll leave it at that. But this gives us some stock to look at. None of them looked great as far as a bear market. What I really want to do is look at the stocks that were leading the market higher and had become really overvalued. So Apple, for example, was one of the leaders. That's what it looks like right now. Those are real-time prices. So clear bull market, sharp retracement. That's not a topping pattern. We need to rally up and then start to come down. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla was down like 19% today. Let me move the chart over so you can see. So that's pretty terrible price action. But notice it's still a 99 relative strength compared to other stocks. So that's pretty good. Anyway, let me keep working on it, and I do have obviously. I have one trade so far, but I haven't put it out yet, so we'll do that in a little while. Talk to you later.